I'm forcing my coworkers to face their greatest fears.
Oh my God.
What is this, dude?
And only one can win $25,000.
And there it is! Pat has just won the highway to smell.
For complete transparency, they want to get rid of you.
Oh no.
And Jackie is eliminated.
6 players remain. One more will be eliminated tonight.
There's probably a bounty going on at camp for you right now.
I don't trust Pat anymore. I don't know what to believe, guys.
This is Barstool's Most Dangerous Game Show, presented by Mattress Firm. Let's have some fun.
Home, sweet home. Welcome, Grace.
Grace, this is it.
I can't believe Pat didn't make it a single day holding true to the Fireside 5.
Not a single day.
I mean, come on. How much better of a name do you need to believe in what we're doing?
Yeah, that was nuts.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What a day, though. Let's go make that fire. Start figuring out how tomorrow's gonna look.
Welcome to the Mattress Firm Chalet.
I am kind of forever in your deck, and I'm warm, and there's no bugs in here.
Let's go to your room. The Mattress Firm Chalet it's a dream. In order for me to function at all, I need to have a good night's sleep. I need to be on a Mattress Firm mattress.
This is literally, I am so grateful.
This can fit half of a Dana beers.
Oh my God. I'm so excited to finally be in this Mattress Firm Chalet. And they did say that Bare Bottoms was about to hook me up. Shout out Bare Bottoms. I'm putting this on right now.
There you go.
Yeah, manly.
With Ray.
There's men in the woods. There we go, boys. Oh shit.
Okay, now we start with small, and we just build gently.
Tonight, obviously, I got 2 votes. You think Jackie and who, Pat?
Yeah, that is exactly what I think.
I think so as well.
It wasn't me.
It's fucked. It's a fuck game, you know?
But people need to get eliminated every day, and
Yeah.
I think we're at a point now where, like,
You all kind
you
of
just
get
can't
it.
even be mad if you get eliminated.
Right.
It's like, it is what it is.
Right now, I think you have a bullseye on your fucking head.
Yeah.
Like, there's probably a bounty going on at camp for you right now.
If Pat is not safe tomorrow, my guess would be, almost out of respect, you should probably try to get rid of him.
That would be respectful.
He's the best. We're all talking about him.
I'm 1,000,000% on board, and I'm glad
I mean,
you're
he
saying
pretty
that.
much controlled today.
No, he
is-
didn't. It
he
didn't
is
go the way
a-
he wanted it to go, with the way we wanted it
Right,
to go.
that's because we have the numbers. So as long as we are
If we're
riding with that,
solid,
if we stick to that and are
yeah,
honest with
we
each other,
ended up solid today.
How do you feel about Megan? I feel like she seems
She's solid.
solid.
I think
she
she's
seems solid as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do get worried about, like, is
Pat.
Pat just whispering sweet somethings in her ear?
Immunity now
Means more than anything.
Like, I'm going to, like, if you thought I finished a challenge fast today, unless it's a puzzle, I'm going to win immunity tomorrow. Would you be willing to promise that you won't vote for me next time? I won't vote for you next time.
Yeah, I would be willing to make that promise.
Officially?
Officially, yes. You have or had an alliance with Pat?
Me or Francis?
Yeah, we all did. We all had an
Yeah,
alliance.
honestly, everyone at camp did.
We
I'll
all
tell you that
thought
too.
he was part of the Fireside 5. We had a name for ourselves.
Yeah, I don't know how Pat feels about me.
Are Francis and Rudy just fucking doing this to everyone? Puppeteering everyone?
I think that's
They're
what,
in cahoots. I know that.
I think that's what's happening. Because I think, like, Francis and Rudy have, like, so it's like they a sailor sees another from afar, and they've kind of gotten on each other's boat, and they're working their way upstream. And I'm not liking the workings of the boat.
We should get rid of Rudy because that would put Francis in a more vulnerable position and give him less power.
I think that is the play.
Wait, do we have a deal?
Deal. I just don't think it would be smart to keep Pat around.
So you're with us?
Yeah.
Would you say the words, I want to be in the Fireside 4?
I want to be in the Fireside 4 so fucking bad.
Let's go. Yeah, I think you're in.
Should we come up with a different first word?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something like
Fierce 4?
the Flaming 4 is a little
Well, 2 of us are gingers.
It also, but it'd feel weird to eliminate Pat with that name.
We'll figure it out later. 4.
Fucking 4.
Fucking 4's not bad.
Yeah.
Over the fire. Oh, it's hot.
3,
2, 1. Fuck it! Ah, Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay.
That's actually kind of a sick omen.
That's pretty cool.
Good morning, princess.
Good morning, Mikey. I brought you a nice cup of hot liquid.
Day 3 here at camp. Last night was a little bit better, a little bit warmer. But it was still fucking dramatic.
I was so just blinded by being happy to be here last night. Like, I don't know what our strategy should be. Do we stick to the Fireside 5? Do we stick to fucking getting rid of Rude Boy Junda? What do we do?
I feel like we have to stick to the rude boy.
Okay.
Rudy and I have forged a bond, a very strong bond.
If we make it to the final, you have my vote.
And you have mine. Because I would be very happy if you won.
I'd be happy if you won too.
Yeah.
At the very least, the 3, you, me, and Spider are very solid.
Yeah. It's
then the
like
other 2
we're
are
bonded with covalent bonds, not ionic.
Exactly what
We
I
are
was
not
thinking.
in anywhere near a
Exactly.
gaseous state. Generations hence could stumble upon a perfect fossil
It's
of this friendship.
It shits on mummification.
It is. It is incredibly preserved.
Yeah.
Part of me is like, do we get rid of Rudy?
So, who would we get rid of? Would we get rid of Grace?
Grace?
Do you trust
How do you
Megan
feel?
and Pat?
I don't trust Pat anymore.
No?
No.
Do you think he would vote you out? Like, can you envision Pat voting for you tonight?
I just don't think he sees me as someone who needs to get out right now.
Yeah.
I'm so comfortable because I'm wearing my bare bottom
I
outfit.
was just gonna say that. I knew what you were thinking.
Yeah.
These joggers and this hoodie are leaps and bounds more comfortable than what is.
The prison jumpsuits
The
that they're wearing
I mean,
downstairs.
those things are just chafing material.
I'm gonna see if I can wear these to the challenge, because if I can wear these to the challenge, I'm gonna absolutely dummy all those idiots down in the camp.
The question I would have is, how much has Pat been able to corrupt the innocent mind of young Megan Bacon?
I know that Pat is a little slimy. I know that he's got tricks up his sleeve, but I have tricks up my sleeve too.
I'm gonna back my shit up. I'm gonna go to the challenge. Hopefully I win. If not, we're gonna have to figure out what the plan is, because everything is up in the air right now, and I mean everything.
Contestants, come on in. 1 through 6, take your pick. There it is, Grace, Pat.
So problematic.
It's like a glory hole.
Hello, welcome, and congratulations on being one day closer to $25,000. Gotta feel good about that. And further congratulations to Pat and Megan after a beautiful night of rest and sleep at the Mattress Firm Chalet. How was it?
It was great. Feel ready to perform. I'm well rested, and I'm ready to go.
Mattress Firm hooked it up. It was a fantastic night's sleep, and it was warm, and I had running water and a toilet.
And we hooked up, which no one saw coming.
Interesting. I certainly didn't see that coming at all, but congratulations, I guess, to you, Pat, and Megan. I'm sorry. I guess you guys want to know what the competition is. So let's get into it. It's the game of cones. All you have to do is fill up a jar just like this one. And all you'll be using is a cone, just like this one. But you're probably wondering, what are we gonna put in the jar? Some creepy crawly insects. Yum, yum. Rudy, you seem super excited.
No.
Maybe you could get a little bit more excited if you could get a up-close look. Grace, why don't I bring this on over to you?
Thanks, Ron.
Why don't you take a look at that, get a nice smell. Pass it down. You can hold it with your hands. There you go. Pass it down.
When I saw Roan walk over with a jar full of the most foul insects I have ever seen, it was like you were living in a nightmare.
Why don't we get these cones on you and let's have some fun.
Woo!
They put a cone on our necks as if I were a spayed dog.
I got my cone on. I'm really not feeling good. I don't like bugs.
All right, contestants, one last time. You're filling up your cone with insects and then running over to fill up these jars until they're overflowing.
In the seconds leading up to the bug challenge, it occurred to me that we might actually be able to collaborate. So I decided I would sacrifice myself and put my bugs in Rudy's jar. I believe so strongly in my trust and alliance with him that I'm just gonna do it and hope for the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Game of Cones. On my count, 3, 2, 1, go!
Fuck. Fuck.
Oh my God, this is gross.
I had bugs in my beard, moving around in my face, trying to crawl in my ear crevices. There's no escape. It is disgusting.
I had bugs up to my ears, to my nose, and my throat.
They're essentially just dumping insect shit on my face. I wanted my pain and suffering to end as soon as humanly possible.
Megan with her second batch already. It seems like she has a little bit better of a hold on it. Pat taking his time and Grace absolutely disgusted. Rudy. Spider helping out Rudy. That's an interesting plan right there. Looks like Francis is helping out Rudy as well.
Francis started putting his bugs in my jar, and it's working. They allow it.
I look over, I see Francis and Rudy teaming up, loading Rudy's jar, and I think, you know what? This might be a good move.
Spider seems like he has designs of his own. Pat's trying to do it all on his own.
I got 3 big loads to the face. And after the third one, I saw Spider and Francis helping Rudy. I verbally said, fuck it.
Megan running over to Rudy's. It looks like they have some type of alliance going on right now. 4 people all going into one container. And that's funny because Megan was with Pat last night, but she wants Rudy to win this thing. She thinks he deserves a night in the Mattress Firm chalet. Oh my God, the stench in the air. Here goes Francis into Rudy's. Grace looks absolutely disgusted.
I get them in the jar, and once I get them in the jar, I take my gasp for air, and then I suck in all the maggot fucking dust air. It's my purgatory.
Francis helping out Rudy, and he's almost 3/4 of the way done. Pat trying to do it all on his own. Slow and steady might win the race. Is it the tortoise and the hare? And we just had a little bit of a spill by Megan. You need to get all of those creepy crawlers into that jar. Grace making some progress on her own, but she looks like she's fatigued and feels absolutely awful about it. Now, Pat seems like he's helping out Rudy. It seems like everybody wants Rudy to win. What type of collusion is this?
About halfway through, I take my insect-filled hell cone, I run over there, I dump it in Rudy's with the hope and the thought and the prayer that Rudy will remember this at elimination.
In short order, every other player, with the exception of Grace, is putting bugs in Rudy's jar because nobody wants to be the person left out of the winning strategy.
Rudy is near a full meniscus at the top of that jar. Grace still looking out for herself. She might throw up. Grace might throw up. Rudy close to being finished. He wants to keep on going. One more pull from Francis. Gross. Here comes Francis. Maybe he'll be able to put it over the top, and there it is. That's a win for Rudy, and he puts on a little bit of a celebration dump of a couple more insects, but there it is. The game of cones goes to Rudy, and the contestants rip off their cones, absolutely disgusted. Spider cone dangling from neck, spit hanging off of his beard, gasping for air. Get it out of your system, Grace.
This is so fucked up, guys.
Why won't it come out?
I got excited if I got a big load.
Me
I got
too.
really excited if there was a big load.
That's gross.
The alliances are becoming very clear. Francis doesn't have a single bug in his thing. Makes you think.
If this challenge was a baseball game, it would be a perfect game. We worked together and ensured that one of us won, and it was me.
Rude boy. Because you've won this competition, you'll be spending a night in the Mattress Firm chalet. You will be safe from elimination, and later on, you'll be able to save someone from elimination. How do you feel right now, brother?
I feel good. I wish I could say I did it solo, but it's kind of like my standardized test growing up. Accommodations. Even playing field, so I'll take it.
As I look at all these jars, conspicuously, lane 4 is completely empty. Francis, why is that?
Because I believe in Rudy, and I knew that working together, I felt like there was no way we could lose.
Why Rudy?
Because Rudy and I have a great time together.
Interesting. Well, it wasn't only you, Francis, that helped Rudy.
I think, Roan, that people saw what was going on, realized there was no chance he could lose, and then everyone tried to pitch in at the last second.
Right.
Spider and I were really the ones that were doing it.
What's interesting to me, though, is Megan was helping Rudy, even though last night, Pat put Megan in the Mattress Firm chalet.
I just started seeing people go towards a bucket, and I was gagging, and I made the decision that that was close to me, so I just went with it.
Pat, how did that feel? Does it feel a little disloyal?
No, would have been nice to get some help, but
I didn't even know we could.
You didn't know you could. You helped Rudy.
Well, I saw everybody else do it first.
Very interesting strategy from Megan. Grace, you were disgusted by this, but somehow you pretty much came in second place.
Thanks, Rowan. I had no fucking clue all that shit was going on. Couldn't see. I had fucking maggots in my eyes. So.
Well, what we do know right now is that Rudy will be safe from elimination tonight. What we don't know is who he'll be saving and who else will be staying with him at the Mattress Firm chalet. So the 5 of you who didn't win the competition will be heading off to camp. Toodaloo.
At the end of the day, you need sleep to succeed. And if I'm gonna get one shower, it's gonna be this one. This is the best day to do it. Checking my ass for ticks with an actual mirror rather than just using my fingers, reading my butthole like it's Braille. So yeah, I'm stoked. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure I have maggots up my ass, so I need a shower.
this feels awful to be back. I'm happy with everyone that's here, but nothing beats that house. I'll tell you, whoever Rudy picks tonight, I think is gonna really appreciate just how valuable sleeping in that house is.
Oh my God. This is much needed. I feel great. I feel centered.
I think we can also all agree that Francis is going to the house, right?
Yeah, he's definitely going to the house.
Oh, wait. That worked out.
It worked out great.
Really well. I genuinely think we now control the game.
Yeah.
Completely. It was amazing to see how people realized what was happening and then immediately started filling Rudy's jar as well in some desperate Hail Mary to portray themselves as team players of our strategy. Hey, we didn't fucking ask you.
Pat did it, I did it, Francis did it.
Poor Grace just was on the far
Grace
end.
was out
Wait,
on the
Pat did
island.
it? Yeah, Pat went to go help Rudy because I think he knows that his ass is on the chopping block if he had not gone to help.
Right.
So I was like fully out of the loop on that one.
Yeah.
Damn.
I assume we're voting Pat,
Yes,
right?
yes, 100%.
We have to get him out.
Yeah, no, this is the whole plan in motion. 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days of work.
So we have it if we get Megan.
Yeah, which I assume we will. And Spider's solid.
He lost all sense of power when he lost the game today.
Yeah.
Who?
Pat.
Yeah.
He was running show yesterday.
He was in complete control. My thing is I told Pat I wouldn't vote for him. And I don't want to be a sneaky, rotten liar. I just need everyone else to vote for Pat, and I'll throw my random name in there. Obviously, I can't do my name. But if we all agree that it's Pat, I can vote for
I think you just nail it. I mean, it shows loyalty.
Okay. It's Pat. He's probably doing a confessional.
He could be listening.
What are you doing?
Listening to you. I heard everything you said.
He's listening all the time.
How do you want this to go? How do you
Well, I don't know if I trust you to tell you. I want the Fireside 5. I want to be here one more day.
See, how am I meant to believe that when that wasn't the case last night?
Yeah, but you also shook my hand first night and said you weren't voting for me, and you did. So how can I believe anything you say? I can't.
So is it a clean slate or is it not? It sounds like you're holding the grudge.
No, I'm
gotta
willing
tell me.
to move past it. If you are,
Well, I don't know
Here's what I
moving
wanna do.
past it looks like. Yeah,
I think moving past it means stick to the plan that was Fireside 5 for night 2 and vote Grace out.
Listen, I'm looking out for my best interest, that's all. I don't know. I can be bought. That's really what it is.
Clean slate.
Clean slate.
I don't really know what to do.
I don't know what to believe, guys.
Why would we
I
be
just
with
hope to
Hellfire?
see another day so I can keep this camp running.
Honestly, I don't even want to go back to that chalet. I want nothing to do with
Well,
it.
you ain't. That's gonna be a Francis special.
Fundamentally, I would love to sleep here tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how rough.
It would be really nice
Yeah.
to be here.
It is the safest bet just to have you.
It'd also be fun to hang with you.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Okay, appreciate you, dude.
Thanks.
Cool, good luck.
What do we think's gonna happen?
Getting Pat out, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
All right.
What did he say to you?
He's trying to sell. He's
Sell
trying,
me.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for old Patty boy, so only one Boston kid left.
Oh shit! If
house.
Megan gets summoned,
Hey Megan, let us know.
you let us know if anything changed, okay?
Francis is coming back from the house right now.
Yeah.
We know for a fact he's sleeping there. He's singing. Oh, he's got a pep in his step again.
So you got summoned?
Yep,
How was that?
good. It was good.
Do you think you're gonna stay at the house tonight?
I got a good feeling.
Yeah.
That Mattress Firm mattress, I could hear it singing my name.
Is there a rude boy John in the house?
What's the vibe at camp right now? Talk to me.
So, vibe at camp was we were all talking, Spider, I, and Grace, that we were obviously going to go with the Pat plan. Pat, we thought was doing a confessional. Turns out,
Eavesdropping.
eavesdropping. So,
Seen it before.
So, he brought Spider to the side and was trying to sell Spider on Grace.
God only knows what Rudy is fucking thinking. Who knows what plea Megan Macon is making? I don't know. I don't feel good.
I can't even sit here.
Why?
Shit.
I don't really want to be sitting around a campfire with somebody who's gonna fuck me in a couple hours. So go fuck yourself, Pat.
I'm in on the Pat plan because I'm solid with you guys.
sticking.
Solid. It makes no sense not to be solid with you guys.
I mean, this was the plan that we've had kind of since day one.
Yeah.
I mean, that we needed to get
So
Pat
all we
out
gotta
of
do
here.
is all we gotta do is execute.
That's all we have to do.
I need to get Francis alone. See what he is thinking. Come in here, Fran. I feel like I'm on the chopping block.
I worry that you deviating from the Fireside 5, I think it hurt a lot of us. I don't know that there is any saving you at this point.
What are they saying?
Vote for O'Malley.
You want to get her out?
Yeah.
And then it is the Fireside 5.
Just listening in on some backstabbing bullshit from afar.
You need to make this plea to Rudy, by the way.
I'm not going up there.
You aren't?
One more thing.
Yes.
I want you to relay this to Spider. I'm gonna call Pat up just because I think that it will be good in the end that I don't want him to go like feral.
Yes, understandable.
I'm doing it as sort of just diplomacy.
Okay.
I want you to know that.
All right.
Later.
I will relay that message.
All right.
Oh, they're calling Pat up.
Who is? Oh yeah.
I don't love that they're calling Pat up at all. Like at all.
Can I have a guarantee
No,
that
I'm not giving any more guarantees.
as my ally, you should be doing my dirty work for me as well.
Oh, don't talk down to me.
You should be helping
Oh, don't
me.
talk down to me.
Listen to me though. You should be helping, as
Oh.
Francis, if you're a good ally, you should be helping me to stay around because you know I have your best interest.
Don't talk down to me. Oh, yeah.
These are dark, threatening terms
Think
from a
on that.
man whose head sits squarely beneath the guillotine. Interesting strategy.
How did that go?
Very good.
Yeah.
Spider, I have a message for both of you.
He's right there. Just.
I have a message for both of you. He's calling Pat up because he said something about diplomacy and feeling things out, but he needs Pat to know that he doesn't want Pat to go feral.
I still have utmost trust in Rudy. I think the fact that he did not call me the Mattress Firm Chalet today is a testament to the fact that, you know, we're on the same page.
Bring me the gay man.
Looking good, Rudy.
Hello, Patrick.
Afraid to shake your hand
Oh yeah?
due to the impending doom
Okay.
that I hear down at camp.
I think he's a little delusional, or perhaps he is aware that he's in big trouble.
Yeah.
So I guess I would just ask you why you want to vote me out when I have never voted for you, never asked anyone to vote for you, and helped you win this house.
I was sort of caught off guard by the spider thing.
Right.
So that was more so just me being like, oh, I don't know what's going on.
So the reason I did that for Spider was because he voted for me.
Yeah.
So that was like an eye for an eye.
I figured that to be the case.
The fact that he was so miffed that Spider cast one vote for him, that he broke a 5-person alliance.
That's an insane thing.
Is a really dumb move.
Like, so stupid.
You gotta get over that.
Yeah.
Like, play nice and then wait until the time is right and then get your guy out.
Yeah.
I think the argument that I deviated from the plan is not a valid one because Grace, who I'm trying to get out, deviated from her biggest plan, her closest friend who she never voted for, which is Jackie. And if you're thinking 3 steps ahead and you're gonna be matched up against 3 people in the end, Spider is far more likable than me, as is Grace. So those people are probably gonna get votes over you. You gotta think down the line. I mean, I would love for it to be me, you, and Francis in the end.
Yeah, it's compelling. I'm seeing that, and I can dig that. But you have to do your job in regards to swinging those votes.
Right.
That's the only way it works.
Well, I'm only gonna try and swing the votes if you tell me you're gonna vote for Grace. Because the way it sounds right now, everyone's voting for me. So it's no harm, no foul off your back if you vote for Grace.
True.
You're safe, your biggest ally, Francis, is safe. And then at least it gives me a dying chance to stick around.
I think that's fair.
So you're gonna vote for Grace?
Yeah.
All right. And the game begins.
Glad you came up here, brother. The notion of me voting Grace as a throwaway is compelling, so I gotta do some soul searching.
Hacking again.
I play nice if people play nice with me. But if you're gonna fucking try to rough me up,
No, I'm with that.
then the bear comes out.
The boy did it.
Huh?
I did it. He's voting for Grace. Does that mean I have your vote for Grace?
No,
Why?
because I don't believe you.
So basically you're telling me you're voting for me, but I have to, even though we've had an alliance, to be in the final 3 with Rudy, and I now have to sway you because you don't believe me that I'm telling you something, even though it has no threat to you being here.
I think everyone is voting for you.
I think you're very incorrect.
I guess we'll see.
So are you voting for me?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope not. Francis is a rat fuck. It's sad to see. I think you should write Grace's name.
But if I were to do that, everyone else is
Rudy is also writing Grace's name.
You sold Rudy?
Rudy is sold 100%. I promise you.
My brain's just this is too hard for me.
You know what we'll do?
What?
Make up your mind while you're there. But if you vote for O'Malley, do a triangle in between the O and the M for the apostrophe, and then even if I'm gone and you're in the final 3, I'll vote for you to win.
Okay.
Is that fair?
That's fair. That's
All right.
valid. That's valid.
All right. I know that I'm on the chopping block. Rudy says he's gonna keep me. Megan says she's gonna vote for me and leave me a little signal on her vote. And if she does and I'm out, I'll vote for her in the end. If you vote for O'Malley instead of me, even if I'm not here, I will vote for you to win in the end if you're there. But when you write O'Malley, the apostrophe, do a little triangle and I'll know. So no skin off your back because you're not on the chopping block. Deal?
Yeah, that's definitely something to think about. I'm gonna have to hear everyone's case here tonight, but
let me know.
Yeah.
Night 3, Dana and Jackie have been eliminated. Rudy is in the house with the power and is about to save one of the campers. Then they'll deliberate and send home someone from Barstool's Most Dangerous Game Show. Campers, come on in. Good to see you all. Dusk time delight. Hey, there's Pat. What's going on, sir?
A lot.
Are you serious?
Yeah, a lot.
We're about to get into that in a second. But first, today's champion, Rudy.
Nice, Rudy.
fresh from a nice stay at the Mattress Firm Chalet. He's walking like, I don't know, like he's a little bit sore, but maybe a good night of rest will do you right.
It
One
will.
of those Mattress Firm beds. Rudy, how you feeling, brother?
I feel good. I feel really good. Having walls is nice. We have domesticated rocks inside there instead of the wild ones that we have to deal with.
Before we get into all the conversations that we're gonna have, and we're gonna have a lot of them, Rudy has a decision to make. So Rudy, I'd like you to stand up, let everyone know who will be staying with you at the Mattress Firm Chalet tonight and who you'll be saving from elimination.
Yeah, this was a difficult choice because I want to make all you guys comfortable, but I can't. There was one person that basically won me the competition today. I did a lot of work, so don't get that narrative going. But Francis was the one that really put me over the edge, so he hasn't been in the house, so I figured I'd give him that pleasure.
Thank God!
Wow.
Thank God! Thank you. Oh, what an honor. Oh, I'm so happy.
Francis, did you see this coming?
I hoped. I really appreciate it, Rudy. Again, it just affirms my belief that we are as solid as ever. Truly.
No. I'll remember what you did forever today, and yes, we are solid.
Pat,
Yeah.
with one man's ascent to the Mattress Firm Chalet comes one man's descent back to camp. How has it been?
It's been rough. I'm on the chopping block. A lot has happened, and I'm ready to kind of air everything out so these guys can make the right decision.
You seem a little shell-shocked.
I am shell-shocked. Well, Francis said he trusted Spider, and he created the Fireside 5. Yet tonight, Francis is betraying the Fireside 5 by voting me out.
I would have held true to that alliance had you held true to the Fireside 5.
But now you're not holding true to the Fireside 5. So the result, what we wanted to happen with the Fireside 5 was to get Jackie out, which ended up happening anyway.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. What Francis is now
In
saying...
spite of your best efforts.
Right, and you also told me you were gonna vote for Spider, but you didn't.
Because you wouldn't let me leave the house unless I gave you that.
That's not true. That's not true.
I felt trapped.
But
it was
isn't it-
actually quite scary.
Isn't it a little hypocritical that he wants to remain loyal to the Fireside 5, but he's now betraying the Fireside 5?
I think we have to rebrand. And I think we have a new name. You ready for this?
What is it?
The Fireside 4. Oh, no!
That's good.
What?
Megan, you like that name, it seems like.
I do.
Are you part of the Fireside 4?
I guess we'll figure that out.
Well, there has to be 4
And by the
people.
way, for the record, Grace, I only say Fireside 4 because we were the Fireside 5.
again.
And of the remaining Fireside 5Es, we are the 4.
What happened to the fucking 4?
It's a working title.
I also didn't love that name. Honestly, Fireside 5 kind of
Should've
blows it out of the
spoke
water.
So, Grace, are you part of any of these alliances?
No, I'm fucked.
Are you really?
Someday.
I mean, it seems like Pat thinks he's fucked. Yesterday, Spider thought he was fucked. Everything's happening so fast.
Correct.
Well, it's interesting now because it seems like some of the seminal members of the Fireside 4 or 5 or whatever the fuck aren't gonna be by the fire tonight. It seems like there will be 3 new people by the fire tonight. Is there any strength in numbers at the camp where the decisions go down?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I thought, but I don't know. I mean, everyone's playing the game. So you can't really take anything at face value. You gotta kinda roll with the punches, but I mean, anything could happen, so we'll see what happens.
Rudy's in a position of power today. Were you able to talk with him at the chalet?
Oh, yes.
What was the nature of those conversations?
That if
Air it out.
I don't know if I should air it out.
Air it out.
Because there is a
Let it all
strong
out.
chance that I stay here if one person changes their vote, and that person knows who they are.
I think all of you have certain things to consider when you look at how the game is unfolding and how it could play out if you want to win. And by that, I mean this. You have to ask yourself if at the end of the game, you want a competitor here who has potentially already made enemies of people on the council, or if you want someone here who's played it safe and is universally liked by everyone. Because I have news for you. This competition is quickly coming to a close. So there's a lot to think about. Do you want to win this competition, Grace?
With everything in my fucking might. It might not seem like it. Oh, by the way, just want to mention, I'm allergic to maggots. Who would have thought?
How do you know that?
Because the medic had to come and take me and give me an outside shower because I got a rash and my throat was swelling up. But now I know.
Megan, do you have a plan?
No, just to kind of hang out and let things play out.
You think she has a plan?
Yeah, I do. I know what Megan's plan is.
What is it?
Hopefully keeping me around and voting for Grace. That's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hooked her up. So,
you brought her inside. You brought her in from the cold.
Yeah. We'll see.
Rudy, are you worried that there's a dangerous precedent being set? Jackie won the first challenge, and you see where she's sitting. Pat won the second challenge, and it sounds like there is a massive groundswell for him to be eliminated tonight. Do you feel like there's a target growing on your back?
Yeah, I mean, I think that in general, there's been a target. At any point, the target you have waxes and wanes. And I think that what you're describing is an outlier. Our focus group is only 2. It's not exactly a good scientific study. You should be embarrassed.
Sadly, I'm not.
You know, truly, I think Rudy's and my trust runs deep, and we see eye to eye on how best to go far in this game.
What happens when you get towards the end of the game and only one person can win?
We're obviously prepared for that. I think at that point, we'll put our best foot forward, and frankly, I'll be happy if he wins. I think he's a very worthy winner. I'd be happy if I won.
If I were these 3, I would band together and try and eliminate them because they're in control.
If only that were possible.
Unfortunately, they are in the Mattress Firm Chalet tonight, and they are safe from elimination. But it seems like, you know, you're trying to get a little bit of a groundswell to get Grace out of here. Grace, does that bother you at all?
A lot, like an extreme amount. I thought Pat was my friend. I thought he was a good guy. I thought he was everything and more to me, but turns out he's just a Boston scumbag, and there's only room for one.
Takes one to know one. So, we've done a lot of talking, but now it's time to make decisions. We're all going to walk down to the Bureau dans les Bois and make our votes. Rudy, of course, since you won the challenge today, it is my honor to let you go down there first and make your vote. Off goes Rudy, looking comfortable as ever in a Mattress Firm bathrobe. Everyone kind of bent the knee to Rudy. 4 or 5 people were putting maggots in his jar. They can't all stay here forever. Well, Francis, you are safe from elimination tonight. You still have a lot of power, but please, take a walk on down and make your vote.
Whoever is not voting for him is making a huge mistake.
Megan, now it's time to see whose side you're really on. Pat, do you feel a little betrayed by Megan making money? You brought her into the house, and then she helps out Rudy, who she's been calling the most trustworthy.
No, because I don't think anything is set in stone. I think it's still up in the air.
What do we think about Spider's game, Megan?
It's a dangerous one.
Why?
Spider's an ultimate vibes guy, but he also weaves a web. But I trust Spider for now. I do.
Well, Grace, now is your time. Hop on up, make that vote, and let's see which direction you're going. Yeah, that way.
What the fuck? Patrick, you're gone. I hope.
Oh my God. I think it's here.
And O'Malley's back in record time. Well, Pat, why don't you take a walk down, write a name, and drop it in that box, and we'll see what the hell happens. We saw Pat in a very different light last night. He was in control of the game, playing with his food, but now he finds himself on the plate. Now it's my time to take that long walk, to tally some votes, and to let you all know we'll be buried under that fire tonight and eliminated from Barstool's Most Dangerous Game Show, presented by Mattress Firm. I have the votes. I know. None of you do, but I do. Let's start counting. The first vote, to be the 3rd person eliminated from Barstool's Most Dangerous Game Show. Grace. The second vote, to be the 3rd person eliminated. Pat.
There's that triangle you asked for. There's that triangle, Patty.
I was trying to do code.
There's the triangle you wanted.
Didn't work. Well, you don't have my
Scumbag.
vote. You don't have my vote, Spider. You're out.
The third vote. Pat.
Everyone did the triangle.
The fourth vote. Pat. This is asshole out of the A.
That's fine.
Grace, yep. That's Grace.
So, that's 3 votes for Pat, 1 vote for Grace. Pat, you need this next vote to be for Grace, or else you'll be eliminated from Barstool's Most Dangerous Game Show.
Give me 1, Rudy.
The 5th vote is for Pat. And just like that, Pat is eliminated from Barstool's Most Dangerous Game Show. A valiant effort, a challenge won, a brilliant game played, but he flew too close to the sun and he got burned. Pat, how do you feel?
You know, I saw it coming. I'm at peace.
What was the talk about the triangles?
It was the last act of a desperate man. If I knew that they had voted for Grace, then I would give them my vote in the final ceremony, which I wasn't going to do.
It's really quite
Did
funny.
you guys conspire on that?
No, that was
All right, well,
completely
great minds think alike.
non-corroborated.
It's tough when there's an A in both names.
It is, yeah.
Interesting. Do you wish you'd done anything differently?
Not really, no.
Did you play too hard?
Probably, yeah. Played way too hard.
So, Pat, with the vote tonight, you have just become the 3rd member of the council. And come the end of this game, you will have a vote on who wins it all. Who goes home with the $25,000. It's not gonna be you, but someone's getting it. Now, Pat, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Please, this way. Chop, chop.
Why did you guys just do that the first night?
I saw this coming. I knew there was gonna be a point where I just was blinded. Listen, you know, Francis and Rudy are gonna be very, very, very tough to beat. Everyone is playing the game, and now things get real.
Well, Megan, Grace, Spider, the 3 of you can take your bags, make your way back to the tent for a cold night of sleep.
This is a hilarious crew, by the way.
Dream blunt rotation, kind of.
Us 3 together. Facts.
Vibes will be high at the camp. 3 very likable competitors left. But unfortunately, they will be at the camp. Now, on the other hand, the 2 of you will be able to have a restorative night of sleep at the Mattress Firm Chalet. Congratulations to the 2 of you. Off you go. There's a car to ferry you to better sleep. Adios.
Thanks, Ron.
Thanks.
On the next episode of Barstool's Most Dangerous Game Show.
Rudy and Francis looked way too chummy on that Mattress Firm bed.
Yeah, I know.
Good morning!
Everyone else is losing their shit.
400 water snakes. And they're like, oh yeah, just go on in.
It's pretty hard to find things when you can't see.
I have never been so angry at something in my life.